For gaming energy drinks and custom controllers, visit rogueenergy.com and conqstore.com and use discount code CGS for a 10% discount at the checkout. Well, hi guys, and welcome to F1 2021 and the start of my team career. I'm going to do this as a stream rather than a video, otherwise it can get I'll end up with very long videos, whereas if I'm streaming it's a little bit easier. So this is just the setup of everything, how I set up my team, how I set up my car, and I will start my stream probably tomorrow night on Friday night with the first races and stuff of the season. I will do Breaking Point as videos. I'll just do a chapter in every video. But for now, let's get on to creating my driver. So, first got to create his avatar, and I'm going to go with this one. He looks a little bit more like me with the beard and everything. Obviously, I'm from the UK, and the number I would usually choose is 14, but that's not there, so I'll choose 15. So the ELAR is the initials of my daughters. So, what do we want? Weekly income. Big weekly income, but not a very good goal bonus. Good weekly income and a good bonus. 2 points paying the rare. 2 points finishes during a season.
Fantastic. Now we've got a budget to work with.
Shout.
Our car won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit. So let's sign a power unit supplier now. We need both performance and durability from our power unit, but we also need to balance the books. We're going to have a lot of other areas to invest our cash into.
Right, so obviously the best one for performance would be Mercedes. However, looking at the balance of everything, the Honda engine is probably the better one to go for. It's got average performance. It's got the second best durability, but it's also more durable than, or the only one that's more durable than it is the Ferrari engine, and I'm not paying 3 million. So let's go for Honda.
We almost have all the key partners for our team now, but we still need a teammate for you.
Okay, so apparently this is randomly generated for anyone. Okay, so generally what you find is all these drivers will be from F2, and Focus, basically it can affect their form over a race. That is a new stat that's been introduced in F1 21. Now, I'm not going to go for Marino Sato purely for his racecraft. So let's see who we've got. So I was watching F2 the other day, and Robert Schwartzman and Jack Aitken got into a big crash with each other. However, you look at it, Schwartzman is quick, he's got better awareness, he's got better racecraft, he's just got less experience, but overall he's a better driver, so I think I'm going to go for him.
Hello folks, and welcome to this, a very special edition of Paddock Pass. As you can see, there's no pit lane behind me, and as you can hear, no roar of engines, and that's because they've set me free from the F1 paddock to escape here to the countryside and to the headquarters of Formula One's newest team. Now, it's not every day we get to pull back the curtain and look behind the scenes at an F1 team. Rarer still that we get to talk not only to the team owner, but also the team's lead driver. But what makes this place extra special is that the owner and lead driver are one and the same person. Now, it's been an interesting 12 months, and we all know a number of the regulation changes which were due to come into effect this year have been delayed until next. Some, though, are still seeing the light of day, amongst them the all-important budget cap, which gives some of the smaller teams a little further down the order, potentially, the opportunity to compete with the bigger teams. Good for them, but great for us as viewers. What does our new team owner think about these new rules? Do they see them as a challenge, a hurdle that needs to be overcome? Perhaps they see them as an opportunity to disrupt the status quo, a chance to come out swinging and to carve their name into Formula One history. Well, I had the opportunity to ask them these very questions just earlier today, and here's what they had to say. Well, first of all, thanks so much for inviting us here today. It's been wonderful to see behind the scenes. As you might expect, I've got about 1 million questions, so let's jump straight in. It's been a long time since we last saw a team owner take their own car onto the track, and the sport's changed enormously in the intervening years. How are you going to handle the responsibilities of both managing and driving for a Formula One team?
Okay, so generally you can't really do anything with this. The answer to this one doesn't affect anything. Personally, I would say this: it's been a lot of work and even more to come. I wouldn't have taken on the task if I didn't believe myself and my team.
Let's talk about your teammate. Now, it's clear they're excited to have signed with you, but tell me, what is it that you think they bring to the team?
Okay, so for this answer, it's generally, obviously, if you do choose to get an F2 driver and develop them through the series and through the game, then it's finding the right fit. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
So you've obviously been putting a lot of work into the car. I know it's early days, but how do you expect it to feel out there?
Okay, so now it does start to have some impact on your manufacturing department. So heavily focusing on maximizing traction out of corners will be the aero department. Chassis is obviously chassis. Making the car responsive as possible is also, I think, traction, but what I'm going to do is go for the chassis.
Most of the other teams can boast years of experience in Formula One. Where do you see the opportunities to make those vital performance gains you need to put you within reach of the other cars?
Okay, so again, it's all about different bits. So we've got fuel loads are the key to reducing the weight. Got the efficiency out of the power unit will increase the power, or the power department. Fresh pair of eyes, reducing drag will be the aero department. And then the ARS will again be the power unit. Purely because I like to be able to go around corners properly.
Ultimately,
the aero
your
department.
success this season is going to come down to whether you can take positions from the other drivers. What is it about your car that's going to give you that edge in those battles?
Okay, so there's an answer here for all 4 of the departments. So we've got power up at the top, we've got chassis on the left, aero on the right, and durability down the bottom. Now I know in this game durability plays a lot more of a role, so I think I'm going to introduce durability a little bit sooner.
And finally, with so many specialist departments working together here at your headquarters, and with such an important deadline coming up, who's getting that coveted Teacher's Gold Star? Which group do you feel the most proud of right now?
Oh, this is hard. So again, 1 for each one. It's the only one I've not done power unit so far, but the power unit isn't the worst in the game, of all the engines. So I think I'm going to go for the aero team.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been wonderful to get an insight from you and, of course, to see around the headquarters. Thank you for today. Really appreciate it. And thank you all at home for watching as well. We'll see you very soon.
Okay, guys, so as you can see, this is the starting page of our career. I will do everything up until the Bahrain Grand Prix, and then we can
It's important to use the time between races to the fullest extent. And that's where these activities come in.
Yes, I know. So, if we do that straight away, because that'll improve his driver stats. So now we have some upgrades we can do. So if we go to our aero, that's already been done. We've got 1,000 we can spend. So that'll come in, if it works, the day before the Bahrain Grand Prix. What's the chassis one? So they've both been done. Can't do that one just yet. That won't come until after. Ooh. So what I might do is do front downforce, so I can go around corners mainly. That's been done, that's been done. Not enough points, not enough points. Let's have a look at the powertrain. Okay, they've actually done quite a bit. So these are all supplier ones that get done by the game. We don't have anything to do with them. Okie dokie then. These are all our engine components. Obviously, if we change them after Parc Fermé, we get a penalty. If we have to use more than that, we also get a penalty. You can use a new gearbox after every 6 races, I think it is. These are sponsors at acclaim levels 5, 10, 15, 25. You can get an extra sponsor. Stand-ins. So if we go to the overview and go to activities, I can set some activities off. So I would want my second driver to be able to do a bit first. Then I would say probably doing a team one. Okay, so if we just do this. Okay, so now it's our car reveal. I've had to turn the music off, like I say, because it was just awful and really stupidly loud. Let's go, and by the time we've done this, it'll be time for the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
Okay guys, so as you can see, that came in, which means we have an extra R&D. Now what I should in theory do is probably go and do that to balance it out, but what I'm actually going to do is this one, because in theory it should complete before the next race. So I'll do that, and hopefully, I'm saying hopefully, it'll come through for us. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I shall catch you on a stream on Friday night for this, and thank you. I will talk to you then and see you later. Peace out.